Welcome to my YouTube page. Obviously, we're talking about the effect of drug abuse. I really want you to join me and watch this video.
I've been living on the streets since November 2020.
Welcome to Baltimore. Welcome to
This is a
Baltimore.
real life story. The serious effect of drugs.
At
We keep
35 years
advocating
old,
for the
I was
use
introduced
against the
to
use of substance.
hard drugs. Married, 6 kids. Well, 5 now. I just buried my oldest one 2 months ago. I've been living on the streets since November 2020.
Welcome to Baltimore. Welcome to Baltimore.
At 35 years old, I was introduced to hard drugs. Married, 6 kids. Well, 5 now. I just buried my oldest one 2 months ago.
My name is Dimitri. I'm 44, and originally from Brooklyn, New York.
What brought you to Baltimore?
Get custody of my son.
My son's name was Benny Edie. He passed away 2 weeks ago on a Saturday. When we ran there, he found her laying on the floor. And he called the ambulance.
Hey, what's up, y'all? My name is Derek. I'm originally from Potomac in Montgomery County. I came up for cancer treatment back in 2020, and got stuck here. So, yeah, I'm 43 years old. I'll be 44 in October. Let's see. I've been living on the streets since November 2020, 2 months after I got here. I've been fighting off my mom's addiction. That started up when I moved to Baltimore. I had 2 kids, twin boys, they're 28 in November, both law enforcement, both active duty military. I had 2 grandkids by each. Life out here on the streets is a nightmare, to put it mildly. You have to fight every night for your life with these crazy teenagers. People treat you like absolute shit, act like you don't exist, and the people that do act like you exist look at you like you're worthless, you're nothing, and, it's a constant struggle to even want to survive and live. Some days I pray to God I do get killed in my sleep, because it's so rough out there. And, I became addicted to fentanyl when my cancer became terminal and morphine quit working. I've overdosed 36 times, 5 of which were intentional. My case is disfigured from a suicide attempt with a shotgun back in 2005. And it's just, day-to-day nightmare. But God is good and He provides, and that's all that matters. Because my days right now is all I have. My boyfriend Matt and I, we fight to survive. But we make it, and, I'm just grateful for what I do have,
So would you say drugs ease your pain?
Drugs are what keeps me surviving. I would have killed myself long ago had I not had something to help me cope. I've been in treatment 18 times. Every time I've been in treatment here in the city, I dealt with racism, bullying, being assaulted. I've been raped 4 times in 3 different facilities. Therefore, treatment's just out of the question. You know, it's easier life on the street than having to deal with what I do in treatment. You know, I do want to get clean, but what I have to endure in those programs isn't worth it, you know. But, you know, I'm 2 months past the time the doctors gave me to live, so it won't be much longer, thank God. That I'll have to fight this battle. But, yeah, just keep me in the prayers, though.
So for people that might want to know what happened to your face, could you explain to them?
I was kidnapped by a sex trafficking ring right after I turned 21. I was held for 3 years, torture, raped, among other things. And they threatened my kids if I got away. I did end up getting away. And I figured the only way to keep them safe was to kill myself. And you see how that turned out. But yeah, I tried to blow my head off with a 12-gauge shotgun.
So after shooting yourself with a shotgun, what kept you alive from not reattempting if you're going through?
I mean, it's like, what kept me alive is that I can't successfully kill myself because I've had 18 serious attempts. And every single one of them after the shotgun has been as a result of how I get treated and what I've gone through because of it. And, you know, so it looks like cancer's going to need our way out. So, it would be a blessing.
What type of cancer?
I have prostate, pancreatic, final stage, and I was just diagnosed with esophageal cancer, early stage. A month ago. So I have to go in to have my system flushed out every other day, to have my sugar, flushed out and processed because my pancreas can't process it.
So what does a clean life look for you?
What is it?
What does a clean life look for you?
A clean life is dead.
So dead.
No, dead. Dead. Not alive.
You feel like that's your only option?
Huh?
Do you feel like that's your only option?
I mean, it's the only thing coming out because nothing's working to help, fight the cancer. And I'm 2 months past the time they gave me to survive. And, yeah. That's my only option.
So you feel like this is your end?
Pretty much, yeah. And it'll be a blessing when it happens. Because this is a nightmare out here. So, and I know I'm going to heaven because I've endured hell already. So
what advice could you give like the younger generation that might want to come out here and use?
So the younger generation start acting like civilized people, learn respect, learn how to treat people, and if you want to get treated like crap, continue to treat people like crap. If you want to get treated with respect, learn it and earn it. And, just keep your heads up, because if it's bad, most of the time it will get better. So.
Do you remember the feeling you felt when you shot yourself?
I'm sorry?
Do you remember the feeling you felt when you shot yourself?
The what?
Do you remember the feeling you felt when you shot yourself?
Excruciating pain because I didn't go into shock for about a minute and a half. Fear for my kid's life, fear for my family's safety, anger that it didn't work, and resentment. There's been some joy along the way, but it's few and far between. So.
After having to endure so many things, such things like rape multiple times, how do you get past those things?
Get high.
Just get high.
Just get high where I can't feel. Yeah.
Sometimes victims of sexual assault feel like they were to blame for it. Do you have?
You're not to blame for it. You're not. Never, ever, ever blame yourself or feel that you had any responsibility in the matter. No matter if, you work the streets, as, tricked or whatever. No means no matter what the situation is. So never blame yourself, because it is not your fault.
What is your main source of income out here?
What is it?
What's your main source of income out here?
My main source of income is panhandling. I get SSI, the divorce settlement, that I get every 3 months I get an allotment of, that will be passed down to my kids once I pass. And then my grandkids and probably your grandkids too. That's the 8-figure settlement that I'll never have full access to because of my addiction. Welcome to Baltimore.
My name is Dimitri. I'm 44 and originally from Brooklyn, New York.
Or what brought you to Baltimore?
Get custody of my son.
So you said to get custody of your son.
Yep.
Did you get custody of your son?
Not yet. I'm working on it still.
Can you explain to us like what's going on with your situation?
Sure, of
now?
course. I ended up coming out here to get custody of him, like I said, and met a girl, and one thing led to another where I got introduced to the whole drug thing out here, and I got hooked. So now I'm a drug addict, pretty much.
So would you say it's hard to kick the habit?
Yeah, it's definitely hard to kick this habit. Definitely is. Definitely.
Can you explain to us the first time you used? How old were you?
It's, the first time was about 3 years ago. 3 years ago, it was 41. And I didn't like it, man. That was the first time. I was 41 3 years ago, and it's been downhill ever since. Like really downhill. I thought being in New York, where I'm from, is worse than being in Baltimore, but it's not. Like it's different out here. It's way worse.
So what drove you to using?
The girl that I met, really, that's what did it. Like I said, I came out here about 4 years ago. I met her a year after that, and that was it. Everything's been going downhill since I met her.
Can you explain to us like the first time you used the feeling?
The first time I used and the feeling. The first time I used was 3 years ago. The feeling was, I didn't like it. I threw up. I didn't like it. I was nauseous, but for some reason, I wanted to do it the very next day all over again. I don't know why. I just wanted to try it. Insanity, I guess. And sure enough, it made things worse. Like I didn't like it. It just felt nauseous and dizzy.
Did you shoot or did you?
I shot. I was shooting.
So would you consider drug addiction a disease?
Definitely. In its own way, though. Not like a regular, like diabetes or that type of thing. But yeah, in its own type of way, yes, definitely.
Can you describe to everybody like a day in the life for you, like when you wake up?
When I wake up, I definitely have to have a shot of dope when I wake up, or I get ill a couple hours after that. Once I do that, because I always make sure I have something in the morning. Once I do that, unfortunately, panhandling, asking people for money so I could get, what they call, the next fix. And it's every day. It's just a repetitive thing every day that I'm doing. It sucks, man. It's not cool, but that's how my life's been. Up and down. It's been like that for the past 3 years now. Has it gotten any better? Sort of, in its own way. I've cut down a lot, but I've cut down basically from using 4 to 5 pills a day to 1.5, maybe 2. But it's not to say it's for me it's getting better. I think it's getting better, but I need to stop at 100%.
So what does a clean life look for you?
A clean life? Back to what I was doing. I used to work with my dad. We used to subcontract with BG&E, Baltimore Gas and Electric, doing maintenance on power lines. And I didn't mind that. all I did, I woke up every morning, went to work, had a couple beers after that. Wasn't an alcoholic, just drank a little bit and just did it all over again. Like I liked it. I liked the sober life. I had my license, I had a company vehicle. I was doing great. So I, lost everything.
So what does your family think about what you do?
My mother unfortunately passed away last October. She was like my cheerleader. She was cool with me and everything, but of course she didn't like what I was doing. She tried her best to, get me into rehabs and stuff. And my father is currently in the state of Georgia. He's partially retired, waiting for me to get my act together so I could get back into the whole, game that I was in when I was with him, working.
So you said you came here to get custody of your son, right?
Yep.
So if you could give your son one message, if he's watching right now, what would it be?
Georgios, I love you, and I'm gonna do it. It's taking some time, but I'll be there.
One more question. What advice can you give to the younger generation that might want to step out here and use?
I've had that asked to me before, and all I said was try to stay away from it as much as you can. Eventually, you might slip, you might not. I hope you don't, but if you do, pick yourself right back up and don't try it again like I did the very next day. It's not even worth it. Just try, do your best not to. It's not worth it.
Just what happened the other day at the street. Did that scare you?
Yes. Yes. There was, I heard about it. I wasn't around, thank God. But I did hear about it. And unfortunately, there are a couple of my friends, associates that I haven't seen, that I actually have asked around for, and I hope they weren't part of it. I hope they weren't.
So have you lost any friends to overdoses out here?
I have lost about 2 so far, yes. 2.
So does it scare you that one day it might be something that you might happen to you?
It has happened to me, but I was brought back a couple times, thank God. But yes, it has happened to me twice. Again, my girlfriend at the time saved me twice, and since then I've been doing it really, really slow and trying not to get myself caught up like that.
Hello, everybody. My name is Linwood Moore. 53 years old, married, 6 kids. Well, 5 now. I just buried my oldest one 2 months ago. Born and raised right around the corner, born in Preston. But I was taught, don't do your dirt where you lay your head, so I started running around here, Harford Road. Been in Baltimore all my life, all 53 years. I love it here, but also I hate it here. The reason why I hate it here is at 35 years old, I was introduced to hard drugs. I've been in a few recovery programs. I want to say that it don't work unless you want it. Yes, it don't work unless you really want it. Because all the programs I've been in, it wasn't for myself. The courts put me in it. Probation is courts. Legal issues put me in my programs. I completed them, but I didn't do them for myself, so I went back to what I knew, which was my addictive behavior, using drugs. It's been a little over 2 weeks. Yes, it's been 15 days I have clean from hard drugs. Because marijuana and alcohol is drugs, so I'm not drug free. I still have drugs in my system. I don't want the old me back. I want better than the old me. I own a few things. I own a little house around the corner, vehicle, my wife. She doesn't indulge in drugs, not even the drinking. But she has an addictive behavior as well, cigarettes and shopping and eating. In the 10 years I've been married, she went from 165 to my wife weighs 230, 240 now. I still love her, but I don't love her more than drugs. Yes, I love drugs more because I keep turning around, going back to them. What I really need to do is find me a higher power and hope and pray that he takes it out of me. I got a lot of friends that did not use programs to get clean. They just wanted it. I want it, but I need that help from a program as well. I need that structure. That's what I need, some structure. But I know He is so good. He brought me through a lot. I done had a stroke, 4 heart attacks, 15 seizures, and been shot in the head, been stabbed 5 times while I was in prison. And he says it's not my time to go yet. He has a purpose for me. I don't know what it is, but I know he has a purpose for me. My brother's a pastor, one of my brothers, and he said my purpose is to help to save someone's life. So I'm gonna save someone's life. I don't know how, but if I can, if what I've been through in my life can help someone else not go through that pain and struggle, I give him all the praises because it's through him. It's through him. I know that now. Growing up, I was into church. But as I got older, I started doing things the way I wanted to do it. Not following behind. Not trying to live the right way through Jesus. Because I was forced in the church as a child. Now that I'm 52 years old, be 53 in October, I know now. All it takes is a little bit of faith. And I have more than that little bit of faith now. Because the doctor said I wouldn't walk again since that stroke. Said my whole left side would be paralyzed. I was on the basketball court the other day with my sons. They won the game. But it just felt good to play when the doctor said I wouldn't be able to do some of them things again. Because I know it was him. He's the ultimate doctor.
When was the last time you used drugs?
I got 2 weeks. I had 15 days clean.
Congratulations.
Thank you. But like I said, weed and alcohol, they're still drugs. So I have weed. I do not have 15 days clean. I have 15 days clean from heroin and from crack cocaine.
Same what happened the other day.
But I still got weed and I still got alcohol in my system.
After you see what happened the other day, did it?
Wow.
How you feel about it?
Wow. Jumping up over west. Yep, that was sad. That was sad.
So does that scare you?
Yes. That's more reason for me to say I don't want to go back down that dope route because they say a pinch of fentanyl to kill you. There's something out here that's more dangerous than that now. I don't know what it is yet. I hear rumors, but I don't want to give it a try.
What were the rumors you heard?
I heard ketamine and just pills. These little young guys trying to be chemists. And the only thing they're making in their little chemistry project is death. I got a friend named Tasha. Well, I had a friend named Tasha. She was one of them One of them 25. She's still in critical condition. Her peoples are struggling on whether or not they should pull the plug. I'm scared to go see them because if I'm going to tell them, don't let her be in pain no more. She's gotten saved. Let her go home. Let her go home with God. Let her go home with Jesus, with the Lord. She won't be in no pain no more. Pull that plug, let her, and let's bury her. That's what I would tell her people. That's why I'm scared to go at my mother's house, because her parents live 2 doors down, and if I see them, I'm going to tell them, stop letting that girl be in pain. She in critical condition. She in pain. Pull that plug so she can not be in pain and go home. This ain't our home. My home is beside my king.
So what would you say your end result would be if you would continue to use drugs?
If I continue to use drugs, my end result is death. They say jails, institutions, and then death. I ain't done the jails, institution. Death is the only thing left. So I'm scared to go back to the hard drugs. Because the only thing left is death. At 52 years old, I got a lot to live for. I cherish it. My daughter, my second older child, she has a college scholarship at NC State. And she tells me she's going to Duke next year, transferring. She says she don't even want to be in the medical field. I said, then why you want to go to Duke? That's the best medical school North Carolina got. She said, Daddy, fuck the medical field. I am going to be the first woman president of the United States. If one don't get in office before I finish school, I'm going to do that. Everything this little lady told me she was going to do since she was 7 years old, she accomplished it.
So one last question. Do you think it's hard to stay clean and living in Baltimore City?
Yes, I do, and only because every program that I've been in, all of their recovery houses is in neighborhoods where I ran around and got high. If I do a recovery program again, I want them to send me out. I want to go to somewhere out of state. Even though if you put an alcoholic anywhere in the world and he got some money, he's going to find that bar. But I'm not scared of that. I'm not scared that I'll be able to find it. I'm scared of the results when I use it. Because I see nothing but death. Out of the 10 real friends that I had, I lost 8 of them to drugs. The other 2 has football numbers in prison.
My name is Nidra Patrick. I'm 62 years old. I'm out here for my family, making some money. My family can have some food in the house. I'm out here every day, 7 days a week. I'm out here just chilling with my family, you know, things to do. But I don't only need to do this, but I got other choice but to do this. And that's like to, you know, have fun with my friends and go out places and part my sisters and brothers. I don't smoke no drugs or none of that. All I do is smoke cigarettes and that's it and that's all. And drink a couple of beers now and then. That's what I be doing.
So would you say it's hard out here in Baltimore?
Yes, it is. I want to give me a place and a job. This right here ain't nothing for me, but I'm gonna get one though. If God bless me, I'm gonna give me a place.
So how long you been homeless for?
How I've been homeless since I was 18.
So is this something that you used to, or?
Yes, but I do stay in the hotel right across the street with my cousin.
One of the biggest things that we see with homelessness and women is sexual abuse. Have you experienced any of that?
No, never. Never. Never at all.
So if somebody was wanted to come help you, how would they get in touch with you?
Well, I have my phone, my phone on by heart. Just come right there, Motel 6, that's up there. where I stays at with my sister and my daughter and my cousin.
How much money would you say that you make a day off of this corner doing what you do?
About 160
Oh, so you make $160?
every day. And I take it to the bank.
How long does it take?
Not that long. From 6 o'clock in the morning to 12 o'clock at night.
How much longer do you think you can do this? You're in your 60s now. How much longer do you think you can do this?
I don't really know.
You got any children?
Yes, I do. I got 2, a boy and a girl.
So what do your children think about what you do?
They don't worry. They like it. They love me. They ask me too when they come this way, go to work.
Where do you see yourself a year from now, though?
Huh?
Where do you see yourself a year from now?
A model. I
show 'em.
got body for it.
Yeah, show them what you got. Show them what you're working with.
Well, these youngins out here just got, some drugs, and them guns gotta go. 'Cause I don't like guns. I do not like guns at all. Welcome to Baltimore. Welcome to Baltimore.